So this video is about short explanation of this election project. So here is the document, specification document of the app. So first of all, we have a class which has these variables: name, symbol, and president. So we have implemented this class: name, symbol, president, and number of members. Second is the Elector app. Okay, in here we have his situation. So if he voted, we will set the situation text to coloring finger as stated right here. Then we have a bureau class with its number, address, region. Now we have these three classes. Now we want to implement the voter management. So we have a class here for the voter management, and in here we have a static array list because we want to access this array list in different classes, and you will see later why we added static. So first of all, we have a function to register a voter, which will take the elector object and it will check if its age is greater than or equal to 18. Then we will add it, else we will show the message that elector must be 18 or above. Now then we have the function to display the list of electors. So we will show all the elector list who are registered in that office. So in the argument we will pass the office number, and then we will list all the electors who are registered in that office. So here we are just printing. Then we are going to loop through the elector list, which is this list, and we will check if the elector, the current elector, if his office number matches with the argument, then it means this elector is registered in that office. So we will print his name. Okay, then we have a vote completion function. So the register voter will only register the voter, so this will not change its situation. So when the user votes, he can vote by calling this function, and this function will actually change its situation to coloring finger. It means that now this voter, this elector has voted, so we are changing the color of his finger. Then we have total elector in office. So this function will this is a helper function. We will call this function from the voter management in total elector per office function. So what this function will do, it will take the number of office, bureau number, and it will go through the elector list, and then it will see if the elector has the same number of office, which is this. Then we will update this counter variable, and then finally we will return how many voters are registered in that office. Okay, so this function will be called in total elector per office, so which is I think in the result management class. So this function will return total number of elector who voted to any of the party. So how many voters voted? Again, this function will be helpful when we find the statistics or we find the results. This function will be useful in those classes. Okay, then this is just a dummy function to list out all the electors. Okay, then we have done with the voter management. Then we have the party management. So it is a very simple function class. It adds new party, change a particular party name, a particular party president name, its number of office, number of members, and it also displays the list of parties, and the list display the party by giving its symbol. So we have all these functions in our party management class, which is this class. So here we have a list of party. Okay, we can add new party by simply adding the party, and we can change the party president name. So we will take the party name and the new president name. So let's say if we have 4 parties, party 1, party 2 and party 3, so user can say that I want to change the party 1 president name. So he can pass party 1 here, and a new name he want to assign to that president we will receive right here. So we will go through the party list, and we will find the party with that name, and then we will change its president name to new president name. Okay, then we have same function, but now we want to change the number of members. Again, it will take the party name and new number of members. So again, we have 4 parties. Let's say user says that he want to change the party 2 members to this number. Okay, we will again go through each item in the party list, and we will see if the party name matches with this. Then we will change that party number of members to new number of members. Now then we have a function to display the list of all the parties and display party by symbol. So in this function you can user can pass the symbol of party. So we have, let's say, 4 symbols: symbol 1, symbol 2, symbol 3 and symbol 4. So if we pass symbol 2, so it will show the detail of the party who has the symbol 2. Okay, now then we have this polling station management, I think. In here we can add the polling station. So we have a list of bureau list. We can modify the bureau address. So user can pass the bureau number whose address he want to change, and he can also pass the new address. So let's say we have 4 bureau 1, 2, 3 and 4, and he want to change the address of bureau 3. He can pass 3 here and new address of that. So we are going to loop through all the bureaus in that list, and we will check if the bureau number, if that bureau number matches with this, then we will change its address. Same with the region, and this is just a function to display the list, and here is the function to display the total electors per office. So in here we have a reference to the voter management class. So because in the voter management, to display the total electors in that office, we have a function in voter management class, total electors in office, which is so we can pass the number here, and it will return total electors registered in that office. Okay, so we will just create voter management class to access that function, and we will loop through the bureau list, get the current bureau in bureau object, and then what we will do is we will call this voter management function and pass this bureau number. Okay, and this function will return the total number of voters. We will store that in this variable and finally show it. So then we have this function, and as you can see in the comments that this function will be called from statistics.java in voting rate by region function. Okay, we will see it later in the statistic.java, but let's see what this function does. So it says that get bureau region. So what this function will do, it will take the number of bureau. So it will take the number of bureau and return the region that is assigned to that number. Okay, so simply it is going to loop through the bureau list, get the store the bureau object temporarily in that variable, and then it will get the number. Okay, if it will say that if the number is equal to this bureau number, if that current bureau, if his number is equal to that bureau number, then we will store its region in this string variable, and then we will return it. Okay, so let's see now. We are done with this management of polling station. Okay, then we have this result management class. So it says that it includes the generation and display of results in two forms possible: the number of votes per party and the percentage of votes obtained by each party. So let's go to the result management class. So this is the class, and here is the function. So this function, it says that votes and percentage per party. Okay, so this will show us the voting rate and percentage of votes that party got. Okay, it will loop through all the parties and display. So let's see here. So first of all, we have a reference to voter management class to access the this function. Okay, so let's start from here. So first of all, we want to know, to calculate the votes per party, we want to know the total voters who voted, so that by this we can calculate the percentage of votes this party got. So let's say total voters whoever voted. So if there are 100 voters who voted and this party got 50 votes, then the percentage will be 50%. So just currently we are getting the total voters who voted to any of the party. Okay, so as you can see, this will help us to find the percentage. Now we are going to loop through the parties and get number of votes each party got. Okay, so here is the party management dot party list. So in the party management class, we have this party list. We will loop through each party, so and then we will get the number of votes this party got. Okay, and this we can get by this function, get number of votes by party, which is present in the voter management class. Okay, get number of votes per party, it will take the symbol of the party and return the total votes this party got. Okay, so we have the number of votes of first party. Then we will calculate the percentage, and the percentage we can calculate is the number of votes this party got divided by total electors who voted to any of the party, and then multiplying it by 100. Okay, and we have to cast it into the float. Okay, otherwise this will show the percentage will be 0. Okay, so we have to cast it. So this we will store the percentage, and we will show that this current party. Okay, so party management dot party list dot get, we will get this first party symbol. As you can see, we are accessing the dot symbol here, and then we will say got number of votes, which is this, and fine, then we will say that the percentage of votes is equal to the percentage. Okay, then we have this function votes and percentage of party by polling station. So let's say we have 4 polling station, and we want to know that a specific party, let's say a party with symbol 1, how many votes this party got in bureau number 1. Okay, so we can pass two things, bureau number and the party symbol. So I want to know that in bureau 1 how many votes this party, let's say in the symbol we can say the symbol 1 got in that bureau. So same, we have a reference to our voter management class, and then we have a few variables, votes of party, so how many votes this party got in that bureau. Then we have a percentage, and then total voter in that office. Okay, so to calculate how many how many voters voted in that bureau, we want to get the total electors in the office to calculate the percentage. So total elector in office passing the bureau number. So let's say in the bureau 1 100 people voted, so this total voter in office will be 100, and then we will loop through the elector list, and we will first check the situation. So if the elector has voted, and if he voted in the bureau number specified in the argument, which is this, and if he voted to party specified in the argument. So there are three conditions to check. If the user has voted, and if he has voted in the specific bureau number and to specific party, then we will count that vote to that party. So we will say votes of party plus plus. Okay, and when this loop is over, we will have total votes of party in that bureau, and we can then calculate the percentage. Okay, so votes of party, so the votes this party got out of total voters registered in that office, then multiplying it by 100, we will have our percentage. Finally, we will show the message that the party with symbol, let's say symbol 1, got 50 votes in office number 1. So the percentage will be whatever percentage we have just calculated. Okay, then we have a function for the winning party. So we want to know that which party won the elections. So then what, here we have a voter management reference, a voter management object. Then we have the winning party symbol variable and the maximum votes this party got. Okay, now loop through each party and get their number of votes. So to find which party won, we have to loop through each party, and here is the same logic that we use to find the minimum and maximum of numbers. So currently the max vote is 0, and we also want to get this party symbol. Okay, so we will get the symbol of the party. Okay, so because in the result management it says that vote party, the number of votes per party and the percentage of vote obtained by you. These results can be calculated and displayed by polling station, the party winning the election, the party winning the elections. Okay, so to calculate how many votes this current party got, we have a function get number of votes by party in voter management class. So get number of votes by party, and it takes the party symbol. So simply we will pass this current party symbol like that. So party management dot party list dot get the current party and get its symbol and pass it in the get number of votes by party method. Okay, then we will check if the number of votes we receive, let's say this party got 5 votes, so maximum vote is max vote is in the start 0, so definitely the number of vote is if 5, then it is greater than then we will set the maximum vote to the current party. So we will say that maximum vote is now equal to the number of votes, which is 5, and we will store the winning party symbol in here to so that we can finally show that the party with symbol this is winner with maximum vote. Okay, so this will loop through. So let's say the first party got 5 votes, so maximum vote will be 5. So the next time when the counter is 1, it will again pass the party symbol and get the number of vote. And let's say if the second party got 10 votes then we will check if the number of votes, which is 10, now it is greater than the previous votes, which was 5. So we will update this maximum vote to this new party. Okay, and by this way this loop will finally end, and we will have the symbol of winner party and the maximum votes. Now this winning party and party with no vote, these both functions have the same logic. So instead, if we will here in the condition, we will just check if the number of votes this party got equal to no votes, so no votes will be 0. So if the number of vote is equal to 0, we will just print it. Okay, so that is it for the result management class. Now let's come to the statistics. Now in here we can show the voting rate. Okay, so voting rate is the percentage of registered voter who participated in the vote overall. Okay, so let's say total 100 people registered as an elector, but only 50 voted, so the voting rate will be 50%. Okay, so let's come to statistic class. So this is the class, and the first function is voting rate. So we want to show the overall voting rate. So to show the overall voting rate, we need few things. We need total voters who voted to any of the party, and total registered voters who are registered as an elector. Okay, so we can get the total voters who voted from the voter management class. So in the voter management we have a function total voters who voted. So this total voters who voted, it will simply loop through all the elector list, and it check if their finger is colored, then increment this variable and finally return this variable. Okay, now we have total voters who voted and total register voted. Now total register voted we can get by simply getting the elector list dot size. Okay, then we will calculate the percentage. So total voters who voted divided by the total register voted into 100. This will give us the percentage, and finally we will show the percentage right here. Now then it says that we have to show by region. Okay, so we want to say let's say we have 4 regions, region 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we want to know that what is the voting rate in region 1 or region 2 or region 3 or region 4. Okay, so here is this function. We can get the name of region. So in the bureau we have a region here, so user can pass the region. Let's say he want to know the voting rate in region 1, so in the string he can pass region 1. Okay, now we want few things: total voters in that current region, okay, and total voters in region who voted. So how many electors are registered in this region, and how many voters are there who actually voted. Now here we are going to loop through the elector list, and we will get the current elector in this variable temporarily, and then we will, it says that we will get the elector number of office and pass it to the get bureau region function to get the region name where this elector has voted. Now here we have a problem. So when the user votes, okay, so when the user votes, where is vote completion, we can pass the elector and it will change its situation. But in the elector, we don't know in which region he has voted, because in the elector class, if you see, we are passing the number of office, we are not storing the region of that polling station. Okay, so we need another function in which we can pass the number of office and we will get the region name, because here we have to show by region. So we are looping through the elector list, and we can get its number of office where he voted, but we don't know what is the name of region of that office. Okay, so we have a function get bureau region. Okay, so just understand this function which is in the polling station management. So where is it? So here, get bureau region, it will take the bureau number. So let's say that elector 1 voted in bureau number 1. Now what is the region of that bureau number 1? Okay, so we can pass the bureau number here, which is 1. It will loop through the bureau list and it will check if the bureau, if the current bureau number is equal to this bureau number, then we will get that bureau region and store it in the region and finally return it. Okay, so here we are doing the same thing. So if the polling station management, that's why we have this object to access this function get bureau region. So if the bureau in the bureau region, we will pass the number of office and it will return region. So if the region matches with the region in the argument, we will count this voter in that region. So total voter in region will be plus plus, and then we will check if he actually voted in that region, because there are two scenarios. One, he is registered in that region, and second, he is registered and he also voted. Okay, so here then we will check if he voted, then we will increment this variable total voters in region who voted, who actually voted. So now we have, after this loop ends, we will have these two variables, and by using these two we can easily calculate the percentage. So total voters who voted divided by total voters in that region multiplied by 100, and finally show it right here. Now then it says that we have to show the voting rate by bracketage. So let's say we want to know that how many people from 18 to 21 voted and what is the percentage, what is the rate of those. Now this we can get, we can pass two ages, so minimum age. So let's say we want to know the between the age 18 and 21. So in the minimum we can pass 18 and in the maximum we can pass 21. Okay, but make sure to put the correct values here. So if there is no voter of age 21, it may be a problem. Okay, now first of all we have to evaluate, we have to check if the user has added the correct data. So maybe he can add in the minimum age, if he put 0, so this will cause problem. So before proceeding to any of this, we will check few conditions right here. So if the minimum age is greater than maximum age, so which is not possible, which is wrong, minimum age should be less than maximum age. And if the minimum age is less than 18, and if the maximum age is less than 18, it means that we have an error. Okay, and we will show a simple message and finally a return. So this code will not execute if any of this condition is true. Now here we want to total voters of that age group, how many voters are registered who fall in that age group, and how many voters who fall in that age group actually voted. So these two variables will store that information. Now again we have to loop through the electors list. Okay, and we will get the age of each elector, then we will check if he falls in that age group. So if the elector age, current elector age, is greater than or equal to minimum age and less than or equal to maximum age, this means that that user, that elector, falls in that age group. Then we will increment the total voters of age. Then we will check if he actually voted. Okay, so a lot of users can be registered, but few of them will not vote. Okay, so we have to check how many actually voted. So here we are checking if the elector dot get situation, if their situation is coloring finger, it means they have voted because their finger is colored. Then we will increment this variable, total voters of age who voted. Okay, so by the time this loop ended, we will have this information available. Okay, then we will calculate the percentage and finally show it to the user. Now let's come to the main class. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to register, you have to populate all the data. So we have to register some electors, we have to register some offices, and we have to register some parties. Okay, now here we are just adding the electors here. So we have 4 objects of elector, E1, E2, E3 and 4. Then we are going to register these electors in the voter management class. So E1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we are just displaying all the electors to see if they registered successfully. Then these voters are going to vote. So we will call the vote completion, and let's say E1 has voted, E2 has voted and E3 has voted, and E4 is registered but he did not voted. Then we will print here total voters who voted by using vm.total voters who voted. Okay, then we will show total voters by party. So we will just call the get number of votes by party and pass the symbol 1. Okay, so before that you have to execute this line of code. So let's test it out. So total voters, votes by party with symbol 1. So how many people voted? So E1 and E2, so 2 people voted. So let's test it. So total voters who voted are 3 and total votes by party with symbol 1 is 2, which is correct. Okay, then we are adding some parties, symbol 1, 2, 3, and make sure that here we are using symbol 1, 2 and 3, so we have to register symbol 1, 2, 3. You should not put symbol 4, 5, 6 here because it will cause some problem in the statistics class. Okay, so you have to put data carefully, make sure their relation do not break. Okay, then we have a party management and we are adding some parties. Then we are displaying the list of parties. Okay, then we are coming to our result management class. So here we are showing the votes and percentage of party by polling station. So we can put the polling station number and the symbol of the party. So how many votes symbol 1 party got in polling station number 1. Okay, so if we test this, so votes and so party with symbol 1 got 2 in office number 1. So if so symbol 1 got 2 votes, okay, in bureau number 1, which we can verify right here. So E1 and E2, okay, they both voted in office number 1, so our results is correct. Okay, then we are showing who is the winner party. So let's see. Winning party with symbol 1 is winner with 2 votes, okay, which is correct. You can verify it from the data. Then statistic class, we want to know how many people voted between the age group 18 and 19. So voting rate between 18 to 19 is 75%, because there are total 3 and so total registered voters are 4 and 3 of them voted between the ages of 18 and 19, so our data is correct. Then we have voting rate by region. We can pass the region 1, and voting rate by region is 100%. Why? Because only 2 people are registered in region 1 and E1 and E2, and they both voted, so the voting rate is 100%. Now you can call other functions from this these classes to test the more functionality, but before that you have to populate this data with some more. So maybe you can add some more electors, some more parties and stuff like that.